After 15 years with the Vikings, Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski knows all about Minnesota. But can he beat them? We'll find out next on EA Sports.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gunn alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns set to go on offense for the first time, led by Baker Mayfield in his 4th season now from Oklahoma.
Partner, you know how guys always tell us it's not about the numbers, it's about the win. It's about the numbers, too. Almost 400 yards passing by him last week. What can he do in this one?
Well, earned him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Maybe he'll try to get 400-plus here and duplicate that honor again. Mayfield on first down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Mayfield looks to throw. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Mayfield with it once more. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And in his second year in Cleveland after 4 in Atlanta, Austin Hooper always does all he can to build some rapport with his quarterback. He did it with Baker Mayfield last year. Expects it to continue to rise here in 2021.
And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down. And it's in the area of holding. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mayfield now. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. But Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
But here's what happened. Mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat now. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. This one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield and finding the tight end Hooper. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Well, the Minnesota offense ready to go to work here. Their quarterback in his 10th season overall now, and 4th is a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Cousins. Gets by him at the 25. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. They juked him, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. A little juke. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Here's a give to Madison running right. And Madison hit, and the ball pops free. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 35. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2. At the Browns' 25-yard line.
On second down now, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 95 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing gets...
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
What a banner year in 2020 for Myles Garrett. Gets his Cleveland Browns to the playoffs for the first time in a long time and had 12 sacks to lead his team. He's averaged more than 10 sacks a year in his 4-year career and was named All-Pro for the first time after the 2020 campaign.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Cousins. The throw complete to Beebe. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Madison going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 20 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Mayfield to throw it. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And he is going to have the Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Jarvis Landry now in his 4th year with Cleveland, a 5-time Pro Bowler. No one plays harder in the league, and he's only missed 1 game in 7 years. He does what he always does, makes a nice catch there.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
First down, Mayfield. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Nick Chubb saw his role kind of diminish in the passing game last year. His receptions went down from 36 to just 16, but let's be fair about this. He missed some time with a knee injury, and he also had Kareem Hunt in the backfield, who absorbed a lot of catches along the way. He's more than capable of adding to their passing game.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Here's Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
There's Britton Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence.
And this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Chubb.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And the catch made by Johnson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You can wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Second and 12. Cousins to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
John Johnson on the coverage.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Rick Joseph for the Vikings field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
The kick by Joseph is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, Ryder, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession.
A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Mayfield. And his throw here is incomplete.
He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And it's 3rd down.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll take it just outside the 40. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Now we give to Madison. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in 17 to pick up the first.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Over the middle to Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Smith Jr., his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A second down throw for Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Cousins now from the 50. He's got Smith here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
And Viking fans always remember that Kyle Rudolph held down the tight end position for the better part of a decade. But Irv Smith was drafted in the 2nd round in 2019 as his eventual replacement. And that time is now. A first down catch there for Smith.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Joseph on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Joseph's got it.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little red light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Browns. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11 he goes down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Mayfield on play action. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Mayfield now. gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield, and he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Parkey with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Cousins now. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And Viking fans spent plenty of time wondering how they were going to replace Stephon Diggs when he left for Buffalo. But I think most would agree now that Justin Jefferson was the best rookie receiver in football last year. 88 catches for an even 1,400 yards. I would say the numbers don't lie.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Drops this off with Nwangu.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. To throw is Cousins.
That's complete to his running back, Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down, Vikings.
Now Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. They'll run on first down. Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long for Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Greg Joseph for the Vikings field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Joseph is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So a response there to the touchdown, the opening drive of this 3rd quarter, as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think he'll take that, because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Another opportunity now for the Browns offense, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action. Mayfield. And incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their 1st interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. Chubb will get the call, running left. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block. And you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would. Of course.
You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They start the drive with Cook. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Cousins. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Cousins gives way to Cook. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Vikings on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And, Charles, I'm just remembering back to the first half when they went for it on 4th, had the opportunity for 3, and they didn't get it.
I like when you remember. I love that.
It's rare.
Yeah, you know, but we did talk about this potential situation, right? Their decision to pass up the field goal there changes their thinking on this drive.
Yeah, if they'd kicked that field goal, they'd have the lead. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Still shedding tackles. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield, and he completes it to Hunt. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On 1st and 10, Mayfield.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little game.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, More times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Mayfield with it once more. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 38, Mayfield. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Cook a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 112 yards for him on the ground now. And that his 20th carry of the ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From the gun, here's Cousins. The throw complete to Beebe. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The tackle there by John Johnson. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
They're not in any rush offensively. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Greg Joseph on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Joseph's got it. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Oh, good return up past the 30.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. First down, Mayfield. And that, nearly picked off. That would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That catch good for only a couple. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here, time ticking away. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Come on, man.
So Cousins and the Vikings down 20-19. A little over a minute and a half remaining. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Completes this to Jefferson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now Cousins. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Cousins to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A give. This is Cook. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Madison running left. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Greg Joseph for the Vikings field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From the 6. Well, this one, Carter, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Vikings, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.